everybody. Lord Tremendous here. Got another battle report here for you. Number 10 of my whole War Machine Hordes adventure. This is another 50-point battle because real men played 50 points. No, you get to bring more models. It is I, Lord Tremendous of Cygnar, versus Myota, Holy Death of Skorne. And we face off yet again in order to beat the crap out of each other and establish dominance. So, yeah, it's another good game. So sit back, relax, and get ready to see how this one goes.
The Almighty says this must be a fashionable fight. It's drawn the finest people.
Here's my list, and I'm trying out Nemo again. I've got Commander Adept Nemo this time. Just trying him out, just trying to find a caster that I can really get behind. So yeah, I threw a Squire on him because, having a 16-inch range control and an extra focus is always good. He's got my quickly becoming favorite Jack the Thunderhead, a Charger, and a Sentinel attached to him. Excuse me. Also, I have my baby caster with a hammerhead and another sentinel attached to him. And then I've got a defender attached to my arcane gun mage officer in a unit of gun mages with Captain Strangeways along for the ride. Here's Death's list, and I'm not even going to begin to try to tell you what he's got because I'm still not really sure. I just know they punch really, really hard. And here's deployment. For the most part, it's as you can see, I deployed. The idea was to try to control both corners. I'm still not really good. He's got this guy on a huge friggin' rhinoceros that's all armored up and scary looking. Not to mention, all the other Scorn guys behind him. I've got what I've got, but I'm not very good at this game, so my hope was to just learn some more before I lose. Here's Death Center. I don't know exactly what he's got. I think he's got a gladiator or two in there on the left side. There's this big crazy rhinoceros rider in the middle. He's got the bronze back on the right there, as well as a little tortured chick, some Flappy Bird dude, and then the pain givers in the back. And his left flank, he's got the I don't remember what they are. The great sword wielding psychopaths with the officer and the banner behind him. Here's my right flank. I got my Charger, my Thunderhead, a Sentinel, my Scribe, and Nemo. And my center. There's another Sentinel on the right there next to a Hammerhead. There's my Defender right there. Behind the Hammerhead is my Baby Caster. And then there's a whole bunch of gun mages, one of which is the, what's it called? The one right behind the Defender is the Officer. And that guy playing the bagpipes is my proxy for Strangeways. Here's the end of Death's turn 1. He got to go first, obviously, and he starts charging right down at me. Just so you know, my objective is a fuel cache. His is a bunker. As you can see, like I said, he casts some spells, does some things, but for the most part, he comes straight towards my zone because he gets more points if he dominates it. Nothing of any other significance happened, so here's the end of my turn 1. And while there was shooting and there was some movement, I tow in with the Hammerhead and with the, I believe that's the Charger on the far right flank. That's about it. No points are scored until turn 2, but yeah, for the most part, I came up, I did shoot a little bit, nothing significant happened. I either missed or failed to wound. Nemo is kind of far back, but with his huge range, there's no reason for the old man to get anywhere close to this damage. And yeah, that's where everything ends up. I did forget to get a picture of Death's turn 2. Suffice it to say, nothing of importance happened other than he came forward. So we go into my turn, and my defender, thanks to the snipe, the 20-inch range snipe, he fires away at one of the war beasts, and I'm able to do 4 damage to it. Not a ton, but hey, it's an opening shot. It's at 20 inches away. It's something, and I'll take it. Then over here, trying to deal with the infantry, the Charger fires away at some of these guys. I think I kill one and knock down another, which isn't terrible. And then the Sentinel is able to open up, and I think he kills 2 or 3 of his little greatsword wielding guys, which isn't terrible, all things considered. And then my gun mages fire the knockdown shot at the big scary war beast right there, and I am actually able to knock him down. I crit, and I'm able to knock him down. I knock him back into the other guy, which isn't obviously going to do anything to him, but it did knock down the big guy, so it's just one less fury he gets to use to beat on me, which is kind of nice. So here's what the table looks like at the end of my turn two. The gun mages are perfectly fine where they are. As you can see, the officer is falling back a little bit to stay within 9 of the defender. The hammerhead is towed into my side. He is towed into my objective as well. I've got my thunderhead and my charger pretty well planted on what's it called? His objective. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Nemo and the baby caster are in the back trying to live, and Captain Strangeways is just happy to still be alive. So we go into Death's turn 3, I believe, and yes, he takes his bronze back into my fuel cage and blows it to smithereens. The one bonus to all this is his bronze back is now ablaze. It's not going to kill him, but it certainly makes him cooler. And then the guy that I knocked down last turn, the Gladiator, I think that's the Gladiator, he gets up, thanks to Fury, charges my gun mages, thanks to Fury, and beats them to half strength, thanks to Fury. They do pass their command check, though, so let's hear for some gun mages. Then over here, I don't recall what does this, but something knocks my defender down and does significant damage to him. It must be that model, that one of his guys charged. You know, he boosts them all up and they can charge halfway across the table. Hit into my defender, knocked him down, and did some significant damage, taking out his movement, which hurt a little bit. Then over here, I'm not sure what happened with my charger. I think he got thrown into my, what's it called? Baby Caster. Baby Caster gets 4 wounds on him and is knocked down. The Hammerhead gets a ton of damage done to him and is knocked down. I believe that's what happened. I believe he slammed into my defender and then he beat up my Hammerhead a little bit and then threw him. I'm not 100% on that. Don't hold me that. This game was back on July 25th, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I do know that the Hammerhead and the Baby Warcaster are knocked down and the Hammerhead is all but dead, which is sad. And then over here, the two-handed weapon lunatics go in and just light up everybody. My charger, or I'm sorry, my sentinel takes some damage, and my thunderhead takes some damage. Not happy. And then my other thunderhead or sentinel, I'm sorry, gets charged by Flappy Bird here, who I think slammed him or something. I'm not really sure what he did, to be perfectly honest. It made sense at the time, but it was able to knock him down, and that sucks. So here's what the table looks like at the end of turn 3. I am mostly on my ass. 2 of my warjacks are, or I'm sorry, 3 of my warjacks are on their ass. Baby warcaster's hurt. Everything is bleeding, and other than some very minuscule damage and a flaming bronze back, I've done mostly nothing to him. So Captain Strangeways runs up and tries to heal the Hammerhead a little bit, and he's able to heal 3 wounds. Not huge, but better than nothing. And then I activate my Thunderhead and Pulse, taking out just about all of the little Annihilator guys and doing just a little bit of damage to his bunker, not much. But yes, the 2 that do survive are knocked down, and that's too bad. Thanks to the power of the Thunderhead, I use my last 3 focus to buy some attacks on some lightning coil shots. I'm able to kill off the one great sword wheeling guy at Annihilator, whatever the hell they're called, and destroy the bunker. So I got a point. I'm pretty happy about that. So we're currently tied. I control his side. I don't dominate it yet, but I was thinking about it. And, you know, that's pretty good. The Thunderhead was able to not only clear the area, but control this. So I'm happy with him right now. And then my Sentinel is able to finish off the great sword wielding psychopath that he was in base to base with, killing off the entire unit. And I felt pretty good about that. Here's the end of my turn 4. Nemo came up. I don't know why I put him over there. That was really stupid. The Squire, I'm sorry, is right behind him. My Sentinel went in just to kind of hold the bronze back off. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but he didn't do a whole hell of a lot at all. The defender stood up and shot and did nothing. The arcane gun mage guys, they tried desperately to scratch the paint on the gladiator, and I think all they did was made him look cooler. And the hammerhead just didn't do anything. He was so beat up, I was afraid to get him in combat, which is stupid, I know. So we go into Death's turn, and his little Flappy Bird guy slams into him, or charges into him, or moves into my Sentinel, and does a little bit of damage to him, which I'm not happy about. And then his Gladiator, who's extremely tired, is only able to punch and kill one gun mage into the ground. Which I'm actually very proud of the gun mages. They're holding strong against this psychopath elephant thing. So I can't fault them considering they're not close combat units. Then over here, just because he had me and he knew he had me, he sends his Warcaster into my Thunderhead, the one on the Rhinoceros. My Thunderhead had already taken a little bit of damage, but he threw everything at the Thunderhead and beat him half to death. As you can see, some seriously significant damage was done to my Thunderhead, and that was sad. But he's still alive. So the Thunderhead took a charge from the Psycho Rhino and was able to survive. I'm very proud of him for that. And then over here, the Sentinel got thrown into the defender, or near the defender. I don't think he actually hit him. But yes, he got thrown again by the big Bronzeback Psycho, and that's not good. The Bronzeback did burn this turn, but I wasn't able to do any damage to him, just in case you were wondering. And then the Hammerhead gets finished off by Slappy Pants over there. He just walks up and puts a big old axe or fist or whatever the hell he was wielding into him, and he shuts down permanently. Then Nemo, I'm not really sure what happened here, but the bird activated, walked over, and ate Nemo. So that was sad. And there it is. There's the end of the game. Trying more to figure out the scenario than actually fight. I did neither very well. I was able to destroy the bunker. Felt good about that. I was able to take out a unit. Felt good about that. Wasn't able to do anything to his war beasts. Didn't feel very good about that. Still placing my models poorly. Not real thrilled of my overall performance in this one. Nemo got eaten by a big bird thing, which was always good. But yeah, I still have a really long way to go with this game before I figure it out. But I'm still having a load of fun. So that's really what counts. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself. But you know what? We'll get to the recap in a minute because right now this game is done.
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures. This is not a drill.
Hey guys and gals, all you Wargamer nuts. Right here, we've got an ad for Token Gal. She makes tokens for every game system, every possible requirement, every need. If it's a war game, if it's a tabletop game, if it's a board game, if it's a card game, if you need tokens, wound counters, spell counters, afflictions, hexes, augments, anything at all, send her an email. Tell her what you need. Hell, if you want certain pictures put on there, tell her what pictures you're looking for. Not only will she find it and make it, but she will charge you, really, really fair prices. And I mean really fair. Don't take my word for it, though. Send her an email. Tell her what you need. Get yourself some tokens. You're not going to regret it. And tell her Tremendous sent you. So yes, this is once again a defeat for Lord Tremendous. Nemo became bird food. I ended up losing Nemo, my Hammersmith, my Fuel Cache, and my Sentinel. Death ended up losing his Nihilators. That's what those things were called. I do feel I did better in this game because at least I was paying attention to the objective. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to my Warcaster, but I'm not the smartest person in the world, so what can you do? Still having trouble going to objective-based mindset rather than kill your enemy mindset. I'm still thinking, how do I destroy my enemy as opposed to how do I obtain the objectives and win? It's going to take a few more games. I have figured it out kinda now, but not like perfect, obviously. And to be honest, I still love it when things throw other things. The Bronzeback use of throw to control the area was very clever, and I mean I didn't think of it. The Thunderhead has two very, very good open fists that he should use to throw things. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, and I'm definitely going to have to give that a shot before well, probably my next game or so. We'll see. I'm really proud of my gun mages, though. They did their own. They really held their own, all things considered, against that gladiator elephant. They knocked him down. They pushed him back, and then in close combat, they held him there for a while. And they're not a close combat unit, so I was really pleased with how well they worked. The Thunderhead, really pleased with him. He took a charge from a Mega Rhino and lived. He's the most amazing Jack ever. And he basically single-handedly dealt with the Nihilators. Yeah, I know I shot a few of them, before they got into combat, but he took their charge and then he took them down with the pulse and everything like that. He was able to finish off the bunker and he survived, right up until Nemo, got eaten and he shut down. But still, my point is, the Thunderhead's really good, especially in the hands of somebody who's not very skilled. So, thank you, Thunderhead. You will stay in the list for a while. But you know what? This was still a really, really good game. Is Yoda level opponent, so it's kind of hard to beat the guy, and I'm really looking forward to the rematch. All in all, though, I know I've lost a lot of these games. I expected to lose all these games and stuff like that, and I'm enjoying it. That's the sick part. Little masochism here, but yeah, I'm not having a problem with losing. It's like, yeah, I lost, but I understand why I lost. I know what I'm doing wrong. I gotta try to fix that. It's my own hang-ups and my own, approach at these games. So that's kind of nice. It's nice to be able to pinpoint right away what you did wrong, what you could have done better, how you should have played better, things of that nature. So this is fun. This is actually still a lot of fun. It's so fun. In fact, I'm continuing to increase my collection. I've just picked up my first couple of models for Legion. So yeah, this is definitely a game I'll be playing for a while, until maybe they go retarded and cancel the game and give us chess in checkers form with watered down crap. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So forever, hopefully. Please don't be stupid. Please. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Battle report number 10 for my War Machine Hordes journey, I guess. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as quick as I can. But yeah, guys, thanks.